right, we're recording. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the work that y'all do, all the behavioral health professionals out there, and also everybody who just needs some education on narcissism and gaslighting. Gaslighting, a common tactic used by narcissists. And remember, education is the best defense. So there's a bunch of videos out there. Please make sure you're sharing these with folks who are dealing with people high on the narcissism spectrum. By gaslighting, it's a technique used by narcissists to keep from being called out, and it's a tactic used to make the victim question what they believe, what they intuitively know, question their mental stability, okay? So this is it's an insidious technique used, and we'll show why they're doing this. This was one shared to me by a graduate just the other day, and they'll use, somebody high in narcissism will use the statement once they're called on something. So whether it's lying, manipulating, or cheating, once they've been called, because all of those are characteristics of people high in narcissism, whether it's vulnerable narcissism or grandiose. Lying, cheating, manipulating, common. They will say, "How can you say this about me after all I've done for you?" Now remember, the folks high in narcissism, they can appear as mature, functioning adults who are doing really well and, have nice things and homes, and they can appear to people as successful. I'm going to put that in quotes, okay? So once they get called on something, and somebody finally, the victim bosses up and says, "Wait a minute, I think you cheated, I think you've stolen, I think you've lied, I think you've manipulated, I think you're backstabbing." One of their tactics will be, "After all I've done for you, you'll say this?" Okay. One of the reasons for this is they have fragile ego, okay? Their ego is so delicate, they don't have the strength to be vulnerable, okay? To admit mistakes requires strength and it requires courage. They do not have this, okay? So if they're ever knocked down off their throne, they're going to lie, cheat. They are going to attack people through various insidious ways. And this is one, is to say, essentially what they're saying with all I've done for you, after all I've done for you, is you're going to attack me. You're going to call me out on stuff after what I've done for you. And the purpose of that is to make you feel bad, to make you question your boundaries, which you have the right to. Now, so with this fragile ego, they don't have the strength to admit mistakes. They just don't. They will lie into the end of the days, okay? They do not have the strength and courage. It's an immature psychosocial development. Folks high in narcissism, it's immature. And remember, on the surface, they can look successful. But the psychosocial development is very immature. These are toddlers, okay, it is a way to put this. And I'm not here to vilify or denigrate. This is about education, okay? So it's not good or bad. It's not immorality that we're talking about. We're talking about development. And so these are toddlers that in adult bodies. And with a toddler, we're not going to yell and scream and get mad. That's counterproductive. But we're also going to enforce our boundaries, okay? So again, as I've used in another video, we're not going to let a toddler drive a car or operate machinery. We're hopefully not going, I'm not even going that direction. Hopefully not elect a toddler to office. They're not capable, okay? They're insufficient in order to be able to make decisions and do stuff like that. And we recognize that. We wouldn't ask that of a toddler. We need to recognize the adult toddlers, okay? They cannot admit mistakes. They do not have the strength and the courage. The ego is too fragile to be able to say, "Wow, I messed up, I'm sorry," okay? Or at least just confess. They don't even have to, ask for forgiveness or anything. But the confession, they just can't do that. They want you to question your boundaries, your intuition, what you know and believe. They want you to do that so that you will shut up. They want you to shut up and quit because, this can actually create kind of a panic feeling for somebody high in narcissism when they realize they are potentially going to get exposed. They like to present themselves as powerful, or if not, if it's more vulnerable, they want to present themselves as being virtuous and being kind and good and all that. So This literally creates a panic, and they're going to use all kind of tactics, even can get to aggression. So we always want to be careful with this while we talk about gray rock. We don't express emotion. We don't give them narcissistic supply so they can use that against us. Okay? They can be good listeners, by the way. Be aware of that. And they're banking the things that they can use against you. Okay? It's like they have a sixth sense. They're banking the stuff that they can use against you. All right, so just be aware, again, education's best defense. Be aware of this tactic. After all I've done for you, you're going to accuse me of that? You get it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.